Okay, so I had another idea in the same vein as the Zaku build that I made, which is just me messing around, testing stuff out, really. Not really meant to be used in missions, although you could. And this build is even more so, I would say, not worth using really in missions, I would say. But in theory, you could. So, the idea is we combine evasion, so I'm using Nyx because of her passive. Enemies are 20% less accurate, which is functionally evasion. And then we've got the Karna set effect, which gives evasion. And then all of these mods, Fast Deflection, Vigilante Vigor, and Fortitude, are all for shield regen. We've got Prime Redirection in here. So we've got a 2.5 second shield gate. Ideally, I would change this subsume to Condemn or Pillage, but I haven't done that. And we're running a Slival Phyla. Whenever it dies and we kill an enemy, we get 20%. When it's alive and we kill an enemy, we get 40% evasion. So that's what we're doing. So with just the Karna set effect procced, we'll have 50% evasion. And with the Slival Phyla effect, when it dies, we'll have 70. And with the Vulpaphyla effect, when it's alive, we'll have 90. So that was the idea. Now I have to build up Ceramic Dagger. So I am going to have to get some kills with my Torrid. Just so I can one-shot. I'm not going to do a lot. I think I'm just going to kill these 20 enemies here. Because I can armor strip, so it doesn't matter too much. So I just want to be able to like make sure I kill them with the first heavy attack. So go here. Okay, got the evasion. This is 50. This is 70. 50 again. 70. You see, I'm still taking a lot of shots from certain enemies, even with a lot of evasion, and that's why I wouldn't really necessarily recommend this, like using this in an actual mission, as a way of surviving anyway. This is 90. They aren't going to even target me. There's the Vulpaphyla. Just 50. Again. I don't have any energy to strip their armor. This is just 50 again. I don't know why, but the Vulpaphyla effect seems to not proc very often. And I don't know why. So this is 70. So you can be relatively close to enemies and they'll still miss. Obviously, they're more likely to hit. And if, you know, when you're moving around and stuff, you are harder to hit. So your evasion is actually higher than like 70 when you're moving around like quickly. But that was the general idea for the build, is just go for evasion and, you know, hope that the shield recharge is good enough to get me my max shield gate back. That was the idea. It doesn't work very well, unfortunately. And there isn't anything else in the game that improves evasion or anything. Like, it's just 2 mods on your Warframe. It's the Karna set effect and Agility Drift. Those are the only 2 mods that I have, anyway, that give you evasion. Same thing with companions. The Slive File is the only companion that I found that gives you evasion. There aren't any abilities I've seen that give you evasion. Nothing. So you could use blast, but maintaining 10 stacks of blast for the 75% enemy accuracy reduction is, I don't think, very worthwhile to do. But, you know, you could do that, and it could be better, right? But I don't think it's worth it. So, anyway, that's pretty much the build. Like, it works sometimes, but because it's basically just chance whether or not the enemies miss you, it's not worth using in an actual mission. But it's kind of fun to just go into the Simulacrum and watch as a bunch of enemies just miss you while you're standing still. But yeah, that's it.